so much strength to keep doing this job. So, in today's video, I'm just gonna read a book that we've been already reading in this channel, and it's called, let me see if you can see it, Life in the UK. As I said in my previous videos, if you didn't watch it, is if you want to get the British nationality one day, this is the book that you need to learn everything by heart. It took me a couple of months, but I'm glad that is that, because that's one of the legal ways to stay in the United Kingdom, is passing this test. And well, of course, passing so many exams, but yeah, this is the key. So in case if you're interested, well, this is the book. So we are gonna start. I really like this sound. It wasn't on the script, but I really like it. Maybe I should do a video in the next weeks. Okay, so we're gonna start with let me see if I can find it. The American War of Independence. And one of the reasons why I want to start with this is because I've seen that I have many subscribers from America, so I'm sure they will appreciate this, hopefully, fingers crossed. So, by the 1760s, there were many British colonies in North America. The colonies were wealthy and largely in control of their own affairs. Many of the colonies' families have originally gone to North America in order to have religious freedom. They were well educated and interested in ideas of freedom. The British government wanted to tax the colonies, but the colonies saw this as an attack to the freedom, and so there should be no taxation without representation in the British Parliament. To be honest, makes sense. Parliament tried to compromise by repealing some of the taxes, but relationship between the British government and colonies continued to worsen. Fighting broke out between the colonists and the British forces. In 1676, 13 American colonies declared their independence. Things are getting worse. Stating that people have right to establish their own government. The colonies eventually defeated the British Army, and Britain recognized the colonies' independence in 1683. Well, I'm sorry if you're American, you know about it. But to be honest, I don't think many Europeans know also about it. War with France. During the 18th century, Britain fought a number of wars with France. In 1789, there was a revolution in France, and the new French government soon declared war on Britain. Napoleon, who became Emperor of France, continued the war. Britain's navy fought against combined French and Spanish fleets, winning the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. Unfortunately, I know this. Admiral Nelson was in charge of the British fleet and Trafalgar and was killed in the battle. Nelson's column in Trafalgar Square, London, is a monument to him. His ship, HMS Victory, can be visited in Portsmouth. The British Army also fought against the French. In 1815, the French wars ended with the defeat of the Emperor Napoleon by the Duke of Wellington at the Battle of Waterloo. Wellington was known as the Iron Duke and later became Prime Minister. In case you are wondering about Waterloo, yes, Waterloo his face in this war. But Waterloo Alma, it was a song that won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1974, if I'm not mistaken, and it probably became one of the most successful songs in the Eurovision Song Contest. So there we go. Let's continue with the Union flag. Although Ireland had the same monarch as England and Wales in Henry VIII, it had remained a separate country. In 1801, Ireland became unified with England, Scotland and Wales after the Act of Union. This created the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. One of the symbols is the union between England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland. It was a new version of the Indian flag, the Union flag. This is often called the Union Jack. The flag combined crosses associated with England, Scotland and Ireland. It is still used today as the official flag of the United Kingdom. The official flag consists of 3 crosses. The cross of St. George, which is patron saint of England, is red cross on a white ground. The cross of St. Andrew, patron saint of Scotland, is a diagonal white cross on a blue ground. The cross of St. Patrick, patron saint of Ireland, is a diagonal red cross on the white ground. There is also an official Welsh flag which shows a Welsh dragon. The Welsh dragon does not appear on the Union flag because when the first Union flag was created in 1606 from the flags of Scotland and England, the Principality of Wales was already united with England. Interesting, and that's how the British flag was created. So we are gonna continue with the Victorian age. In 1837, Queen Victoria became Queen of the United Kingdom at the age of 18. She reigned until 1901, almost 64 years. Her reign is known as the Victorian Age. It was a time when Britain increased in power and influence abroad. Within the UK, the middle class has become increasingly significant, and a number of reformers led moves to improve conditions of life for the poor. The British Empire. During the Victorian period, the British Empire grew to cover all of India, Australia, and large parts of Africa. It became the largest empire the world has ever seen, with an estimated population of more than 400 million people. Many people were encouraged to leave the UK to settle overseas. Between 1853 and 1930, as many as 30 million people, British citizens, left the country. That's a lot. People continued to come to Britain from other parts of the world. For example, between 1870 and 1914, around 120,000 people came to the United Kingdom, mostly Russian and Polish. Wow, that's crazy. Many settled in London and Manchester and Leeds. People from the Empire, including India and Africa, also came to Britain to live, work and study. It's interesting. Now it says about trade and industry. Britain continued to be a great trading nation. The government began to promote policies of free trade, abolishing a number of taxes of important goods. One example of this was the repealing of the Corn Laws hours that women and children could work was limited by law to 10 hours per day. Better housing began to be built for workers. Transport links also improved, enabling goods and people to move more easily around the country. Years before Victoria came to the throne, the father and son, George and Robert Stephenson, pioneered the railway engine, and a major expansion of the railways took place in the Victorian period. Railways were built through the empire. There were also great advances in other areas, such as the building of the bridges by the engineers such Isabella Kingdom Brunel. Well, I hope you really like it. Today's reading is a very interesting book, and for me it was key to know more about the United Kingdom, the country where I'm living right now. So I hope you really liked the video, and see you in the next one.